All right, everybody. Now this is post-Groundhog Day. Now we know Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow and Miss G saw theirs. Ed Perry is now coming out of his car. He's going to tell us whether or not he sees his shadow. Now, see.
Shadow?
Yes, we'll find out if winter will continue here on the South Shore with Ed Perry. So we're going to walk over to ye old WATD Rock and see what Ed said.
WATD Rock.
All right.
Right here?
Yeah, there it is. Why don't we get into the sunlight, Ed? Tell us whether or not you see your shadow.
I don't know. My shadow is very difficult to find these days, but anyway, so here I am. Do we have audio on this?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Well, I'm known as the old troll of rock and roll, but today is a very special day. It is Groundhog Day. Now, many people have never seen a groundhog. A ground dog? A groundhog. It's difficult to actually separate them. I grew up on a farm, and we had a groundhog that lived there. You talk about dogs, you talk about frogs, you talk about pigs, you talk about anything that people eat or you really get to know in the cages, but you don't meet the groundhogs. So I have been a person who loves groundhogs. They came out of all over my father's farm actually. And the nice thing about Groundhog Day is that Groundhog Day was my first date with the lady who became my wife. And we had met at a college get-together at Rosen College. I was invited by somebody who was just a friend of mine, and she said, hey, my roommate needs a place something to do on Groundhog's Day. And can you think of something? Would you like to take her out? And I said, well, I don't know. Does she understand groundhogs? And she said, oh, she is a groundhog lover. And I said, well, okay, we're going to go and do a party on Groundhog's Day. So I took her out on a date. We went to Logan Airport. We climbed up the stairs, which you could do then. And up we went to the top of the stairs, and we looked at the planes coming and going for a half an hour, and we really got to know each other. And that was Groundhog Day to me. Now, of course, there's been lots of other groundhog stuff going on, but that's what I remember about Groundhog Day. And everybody, I think, has something that they remember. There's the movie, of course. There's lots of stuff going on now. But Groundhog Day, for me, is one of the most wonderful holidays that we had that nobody ever thinks about.
Do you see your shadow?
Of course I can see my shadow. I'll go over here. I can not only see my shadow, I can see my movements. And that's nice, to be able to see what the hell you're doing finally.
So everybody, Ed Perry saw his shadow. So it looks like more winter here on the South Shore.
Hey, that's the way it is. You can't love summer unless you get winter.
That's true. All right, well, reporting from Broadcast House, Dan McCready with Ed Perry,
the old troll of rock and roll.
Happy Groundhog Day.